Okay, so I was thinking about it, and I decided I'm going to show you a neat trick. I can't actually remember if I've done this one before on the channel, but I use it when I speedrun, which I'm not very good at, but I do sometimes do it. Never done one from the channel because I never got a run that was quite good enough. I think my best time was like I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. I don't do it very often, and I haven't done it very often. But it was over an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes, something along those lines. What I would like to do is get it down to an hour before I post a run, because I think an hour is pretty good. And that's without the wrong warp or whatever they call it, because you can do a sub 1 hour much more easily that way. But my particular route is a little bit slower because it cuts out some of the more difficult tricks, like the ceaseless skip, for instance, which I can do, but not that consistently. So, anyways, the trick we're going to be doing today, right now, anyway, is the seal skip. What you're going to do is you're going to come over here. You're going to walk off this ledge, and right as you, well, here's the tricky part. It's not right as you drop off. It's not right as you hit the ground below. It's a very precise spot. You're going to quit out and reload. And what it's going to do is your character is actually going to land on the ground right there, because if you recall, when the water's drained, the ground is literally like, right there, like less distance than from the top of that platform to there. And it's going to trick the game and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, let's give it a shot. Now, if you mess it up and quit out too early, you get reset to here. If you mess it up and quit out too late, you die. So I'm going to hopefully quit out too early if I mess it up, but otherwise hopefully get it. Apparently I was not nearly as close to the edge as I thought. Wait. And if I get it first try, I will be amazed. And I got it first try. Okay. So now we are below. You'll notice that the game drains the water on its own because it freaks out, doesn't know what we're doing here. Here's the problem. If you run too far in certain directions, you will automatically die because the insta-kill zones from if the water was there are still present. So what we're going to do is we are going to roll down to this area that normally you wouldn't be able to roll down to, but I can because of what we're looking at right now. Now I don't have to save and quit out here, I can just roll down. You will notice, however, the death cam triggers, and as we discussed when doing the Sin's Gate skip, this completely jacks up your controls. So if I were to try and run forward now, I would either spin in a circle or probably jump off the edge. So what we're going to do is quit out. Load back in. And now we have this weird nonsense. Now what you need to remember is to put on the Covenant of Artorias, because we are dropping down to Four Kings right now. You're going to take this sort of path. So we've fallen down here, right? We're going to go in this little area. Things kind of freak out. Keep walking straight through here. Once again, things kind of freak out. And just kind of make it to the back here as best you can. Okay, we're going to fall through there. Now we should be able to just walk through here. Yep. No. Take it back. Oh dear, what have I done? Walk through here. There we go. To the other side. And now, when we drop down, we will, believe it or not, be in the Four Kings boss room. So I'm going to go ahead and take a drink, and we will do what we normally do right before this fight. It's a pretty neat trick, and one of my favorite skips, actually. Now, were I a smart person, I would probably put on the stone armor for this fight, but we're going to take our chances and try and go fast. Because you gotta go fast, you know? I think it was a very wise man that said that. Can't remember who. Gosh dang it. No. Nope. 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 Well, I'll say this much. Although Soul Level 1 has actually not been that hard so far, I am certainly dying more than I normally do. Speaking of dying, this is a very unwise thing to do because although I got it first try, I usually don't. And if I mess it up, I lose all those... Well, the souls don't really matter, but the humanity. Alright. So I'm 2 for 2 here. Feeling kind of good about that. It is pretty tricky. Like, it's a very precise little quit out, and normally it takes me several tries. Especially when I'm trying to go fast and doing a speedrun or something. But apparently when there's very little pressure, I can do it just fine. Yeah. Anyways, that death was just quite unfortunate, just because of the positioning. As we've discussed, the big swings leave you pretty open. I wonder, actually, if we can do this. That might be better. Okay. That might be better. Still got the ring on. Yep, okay, here we go. Take 2. Alright, once again, I need to get these back because all my damage is coming from the humanity. Yoink. Now, if I play this a little bit better, we might actually be able to get 3 kings. Alright, that was not bad. Come on, guys. Good roll. Please don't try to grab me. Although actually now, see, I can get away much easier since I have the Dark Woodgrain ring. Alright, we could pull this off. We could get 3 kings this time. That would be nice. I should be able to get away from any explodey attacks. Alright. I also got some bad RNG last time with the projectile that he shot at me. Dang it. Come on, one more. Oh, power within ran out. Alright. Well, we got like 1 or 2 hits on the 4th king. Hello. There we go. Don't you do it. I know you're thinking about it. Alright. Yeah. Could have been better, but all in all, not too bad. So that's all of the... I was really hoping it was I was gonna let it kill me if it came all the way over here. Okay, so as I was saying, that's all the Lord Soul's done. We just got the DLC and then Gwen, right? Hydra dead. Crystal dude dead. Other crystal dude dead. So I suspect this is going to go pretty quickly.
Halt.
No! Stop interrupting me. Yeah, I suspect this is going to be a pretty quick fight. Just once again, before we look at the damage, I would like to remind you, soul level 1. Oi! Yeah, I don't want to tangle with that, though. No. No! He's just gonna let me power within myself to death. Can work with that. Yeah, that's pretty decent. He's figured it out. He's got the strategy now. Mm-mm. Give me some arrows. Oh, this could be bad. Made it somehow. Okay, so much for this being pretty quick. I was definitely wrong in that prediction. Alright, well, anyway, it's done. Alright, so this is arguably the hardest boss in the game. I've made that point before, but I think it's actually true. Like, I would say this boss is definitely harder than Artorias and harder than Manus. So I don't know what other boss would be harder than it. Anyways, give it a shot. I told you guys, hardest boss in the game right here. I'm not even really joking. I honestly think this might be the hardest boss. Oh man, I got a long way to run for that. Let's not have a repeat of last time. Ah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Crunch. That's going to be my ticket to victory here. Mm-hmm. 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 Give me tail. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crunch. Yep. His is definitely not a fluffy tail, though. You wouldn't want to cuddle with him. Come on, dude. Ugh. Alright, Power Within is gone, so I can heal. It's taking too long, I'm just going to start getting a little riskier. That should do it. crunch. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, not too sure about this one. It could go poorly, it could go well. We'll see. Alright. Yeah. I did press the roll button, but obviously not in time. Okay, give me my stuff back, please. Alright. So once again, I will say, it's not too bad a damage. Or so level 1, of course. This fight is definitely one of the most fun. It's actually not really one of the most difficult. It just, you know, you gotta be precise and not make a bunch of mistakes. Just like every fight. But, alright, it should be a 2-hit stagger, right? Ooh, that was unwise. Going for that third hit is very, very risky. As was going for that hit, but I figured it would be a stagger. Okay, that's fine. That attack right there is your ticket because he stays wide open afterwards. You can either heal or attack after it. Yep, see? You don't really want to do that, but I did it. Drink, drink, drink. So yeah, ideally he just keeps doing that little lunge forward attack over and over. You see what I mean, though? This is really not that bad. Oh, no you don't. That I'm not going to risk it this time. And there's always the temptation to follow up after dodging that, but that means he usually will do the little throw the abyss at you thing and knock you back, which typically isn't too much of an issue. Might be worth the trade, honestly. Did I see a little frame drop just now? I don't know. Who knows? You will when you're watching the recording. That one's pretty good too, but you have to remember to dodge to the side, of course, because otherwise you just get, like, horn drilled. Blip. Blip. Almost there. Okay, yep. Now there's a cool little lore thing in here, most of you probably know it. It's that Artorias was supposedly left-handed, but his left arm is broken in this fight. So that means that we're sort of like fighting him at half power, or even less, because it's his non-dominant hand. It's a cool little lore thing. Nah, I'm not gonna risk that. So it's like, how much harder would this fight be if he was actually using his dominant hand? Kinda cool. It's just one of those little things. Makes the world more interesting. Come on, we're almost there. I don't want to get too greedy, though. Oh, speaking of. Not like this. Not like this. Okay. Alright, could have been better, but hey, whatever. Second try, I guess, is fine. Are you kidding me? Did you see that? I know you did, but seriously? For reals? Okay, is there anybody here who wants to shoot a dark orb at me? Because I'm not cool with that. Okay, there we go. Taking no chances here. Don't particularly want to have to make that run again. I don't like this very much. Yep. Oh my... Whoops. Well, rest in peace to all those souls, but at least now I can just run through, not have to worry about it. Kind of a shame, but I didn't really need them anyway, I guess, so whatever. Only thing I do need, however, is humanity. So... Okay. I don't think there's anything else I need to do down here other than just go defeat Manus, so we'll take a little rest here and go do it. Alright, so there are a few things I've learned in previous challenge runs. First is, you really have to take your time on this guy. Oh shoot, I was supposed to power within. Oh no, oh no. We're already off to a really good start. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you on that one. Yeah, so here, he just literally... Evidently I didn't run close enough. So, yeah. I mean, to be fair, all my deaths so far have just been stupid mistakes. It's not like there's anything that's actually been that hard. It's just been me messing up. Okay, I need my oh, there it is. So the key with Manus, it's honestly the key with literally any Souls boss, I guess, but well, except Capra Demon, is to take it slow, really pay attention, watch what you're doing. Not the case with Capra Demon, because the trick is to kill the dogs as quickly as possible. But the thing about Manus is I have a hard time reading a lot of his combos, especially when he does like the slam the fist on the ground. I'm like, is he going to extend that combo? Is he not? I don't know. Someone who's practiced him a lot more can probably read those a lot better, but do something. Yeah, I don't know. And especially when you're doing a challenge run, I mean, it's really just a case of, alright, I gotta take my time, and this fight's gonna take 20 minutes. Not really 20, but you get my point. That attack is nice because it is guaranteed 2 hits, at least with what I'm using. See, that one there could have been a follow-up on that. See, could have been a follow-up on that one too. And because I'm not wearing, you know, Tarkus armor, I can't count on just tanking through the second hit. Now that one is always a guaranteed hit afterwards. I mean, a guaranteed hit for you. The other thing that I, for some reason, never knew until I started doing challenge runs was when he does his big scary magic attack, the one that like seems like it automatically hits you, all you gotta do is run towards him. Somehow I didn't know this. That was risky. Even going back to like not that long ago with my resistance only run, I was using the pendant, which is a way riskier strategy, because I didn't realize that you could just do that. Okay, so here we go. See? And that's how you get away from it. I mean, granted, you can use the pendant. That's a little bit scary to me. And I didn't grab the pendant, so... Okay. Uppercut is another good one. You'll notice, though, that actually is almost, if you really can foresee that he's doing it, it's almost a good thing because it does give you a few free attacks. That was a really poor roll, but I had the ninja flip to overcompensate for my ineptitude. That's that one. Your little... Alright, that works. Now, I don't know if the little roar is guaranteed after that. He's done it all 3 times this fight. Never really paid attention to that. You think I would know more about this game given how many hours I have in it, but whatever. Still, it's not going too poorly. Just can't make any mistakes because he does have several moves that will one-shot me. I don't know, though. I feel like this guy honestly might be easier than Sanctuary Guardian. But then again, if you do the little 1, 2, 3, 4 and then crunch, the Sanctuary Guardian is not that bad. I'm not going to risk that. I thought about it, though. I thought about it. We're getting too close for me to start getting sloppy. Ah. Ninja Flip is definitely very helpful in this fight, though. Alright, alright. Getting close. Don't mess up now. Got like 2 more hits on him. Do like the jump. That works too. Yes. Wait, I probably shouldn't. Well, what is it? I mean, he did kill me, so whatever. It's too late now. What's done is done. Alright, now we have a much harder boss waiting for us, so that's something to look forward to. So the biggest issue we're going to have here, of course, is that most, if not all, attacks are likely going to one-shot me. Alright, well, as expected, the DLC has been a little bit of a nightmare. No surprises there. That said, knowledge is power, and having now done the boss several times, I have a few observations that I think will make this the one. The first of these actually is that I was wrong. Sanctuary Guardian is not the hardest boss. I think I just wasn't thinking of Kalameet when I said that. Kalameet is definitely the hardest boss in the game. Other than that, though, actually, the weapon is something that I've come to figure out. You think that I would have figured it out by now, having done an entire run with it. But you'll notice that what I'm doing is I'm following up with my R2 rather than my R1. It's close. Because it tends to cover a lot more distance and take care of the biggest weakness of this weapon, which is the reach. Or lack thereof. See, that's a nice thing about doing challenge runs, is they tend to make you quite a bit better at the game. You know, if I was like soul level 80, completely kitted out, I wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. Now, although most of the attacks will one-shot me, there are a few that won't, I've figured out. But those are specifically if I'm not taking counter damage. So I gotta watch out for that. I'm gonna take this opportunity to heal, I think. Nice. But as you can see, we are actually more than halfway. Power Within hasn't even worn off yet. Okay, Power Within wore off. Make me a liar, why don't you, game? Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get the tail, but that would actually make the fight a lot easier. The thing is, when he swings his head around, he also tends to swing his tail around, as you notice there. So if you cut the tail, you actually nullify quite a few attacks. The way you get the tail is you want to be directly under his tail when he does that attack. Like I mentioned though, right? You don't necessarily get one shot, which is surprising at soul level 1. Although it could be the red tearstone ring saving me, or blue tearstone ring. Fortunately, I didn't ever grab the red tearstone ring, otherwise I could have thrown it on there and probably finished the fight already. Anyways. But as you can see, it's really not that bad. It's just, you know, it's a case of you don't want to make too many mistakes, which, again, is pretty much every Souls fight, but, yeah. And the screwy hitboxes on that have killed me several times, not just in this run, but in other runs as well. Okay. I think a big part of it is that I am just kind of out of practice. I haven't really played Souls recently, which is sad. I should play more. I still have several challenge runs that I haven't done that have either been requested of me or that I've just sort of thought of. So I will keep doing them. I think I have quite a while before I run out of challenge runs to do. And that's not even counting like mods and stuff that I haven't even really gotten into, on the channel at least. Anyways, this is taking quite a while. Again, it's just because I don't want to make a mistake and have to start over. You know how it is. Actually, if I was able to get him locked into that, this would go quite a bit faster. That's like a guaranteed 1 or 2 hits every time he does that. Anyways, that should be all she wrote. Definitely killed me more than any other boss in the run. Alright everyone, here we are, once again, at the end. I think the whole run took about 7 hours to complete, maybe a little less. Definitely could have been faster if I hadn't died so many times in the DLC, but it's all good. Not much to go over with the build, right? Soul level 1, so you just never level up. This is what I'm using. Chaos Reinforced Club, Pyromancy, Flame for Power Within, Grass Crest, Mask of the Father, Hornet Ring, Dark Wood Grain Ring. Technically all this equipment is optional for the run, but I ask you this, is Mask of the Father ever really optional? I don't think so. By the way, I guess I didn't mention it, it's not really relevant, but that 7 hours was not in one play session. I recorded this over the course of about probably 3 days, 4 days. Some of the shorter ones I'll do in a play session, but not this one. Yeah, messed that up. That was my shot right there. Alright, well, it's a little sloppy, but it'll do. This is the thing you lock him into. You chug, and he will do the slow attack again. Almost every time. And now we will take it home with Fire Surge. Not too bad, right? Okay, everyone. I want to thank you very much for watching. This is my first time ever doing a Soul Level 1 run. I wanted the first time to be with you all. I wanted to record it. All in all, yeah, it was hard, but I think Resistance Only was harder, but more so because of the weapon I chose to use. I could have used this weapon in Resistance Only, but I wanted to save this weapon for this particular run. So the Chaos Reinforced Club kind of nullifies a lot of difficulty. Anyways, if you're considering doing this run for yourself, I would recommend it. You'll get a lot better at the game, as I learned several new things playing through this one. And that's about all she wrote. I want to thank you very much as always for watching. Feel free to check out my channel for more of these Dark Souls runs. I have quite a few of them at this point. Quite a few that I'm still planning to do. And if you have any suggestions for future runs, let me know. This naked dude with a stick is definitely going to have to march out and become the new Dark Lord. You know, there's the joke that, like, in most RPGs, you get more armor as you become more deadly. That is really loud for some reason. But in Dark Souls, the most dangerous guy that you can ever have is this naked dude with a pointy stick.
We are here to serve your highness.
Thank you for that view, once again. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks very much for watching.
Let true dark be cast
and take care.
Upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.